Hey guys, this is Mel from Recipes Worth Making, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the most delicious fall off the bone ribs. And the best part is, it won't take that long, about 1 hour, 45 minutes. It really depends on your oven and how crispy you want them. So let's get started. So you'll see I have some ribs here. This was one piece. I cut it in two just to make it easier to fit into the Instapot. And the first step is I want to get this gross membrane off. If you want to keep it on, that's your prerogative, but I don't want it on, so I find that the easiest way to do that is just take a knife and jab under the membrane and then use a paper towel to just sort of get a grip on the membrane and then just tear it off. Once you have the membranes off of your ribs, it's time to season these bad boys. So I have 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. This is half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic. So I'm gonna just give these a swirl, mix the seasoning, and now I just wanna make sure I get a really good coating on these ribs. So yeah, you're gonna wanna sprinkle it all over these ribs and press it into the meat. You want to make sure that this flavoring really gets into the meat. You can also season these bad boys and toss them in the fridge overnight if you want them to be really flavorful, but today I'm just gonna be patting the seasoning in and then just throwing them into the Instapot. So you'll see they're fully seasoned, and now it's time to get the Instapot ready. So I'm gonna be putting 2 cups of apple juice into this bad boy. Followed by a stick of cinnamon and 2 star anise. And so then you're gonna just add your ribs to the Instapot, and you're gonna want to make sure that the apple juice covers it. That's what ensures that it's gonna be pressure cooked properly. So push them into the apple juice, and yeah, you should see, so the ribs are mostly coated by the apple juice. So now it's time to start her up. I'm going to be using the meat function for pressure cook and for 20 minutes. And before you know it, it's done pressure cooking and it's time to release that air. So just release the air, open her up, and what are you going to find? The most beautiful ribs ever. I lied. Actually, they're really ugly. But don't worry, we're going to get them real pretty soon. They just need their makeup. So let's get these ribs out of the Instapot, and you're gonna notice they're really fragile. Like the bones are pretty fall off. Like the bones want to come out. That's why I only cook it for 20 minutes. Any more and the bones basically you wouldn't be able to take them out. So I'm gonna make sure that my oven is set on broil low. And I like to basically coat the bottom of the ribs first. And I only put the ribs in the oven bottom up once. And I tend to do it in the beginning. So I'm just coating the bottom of the ribs with this barbecue sauce. And you can use any barbecue sauce you like. I just like to use one that's really sticky. So you'll see that the ribs have come out of the broiler after 5 minutes, and they're already starting to look pretty good, right? So I'm gonna flip them over. And now it's time to apply some more makeup, some more barbecue sauce to these ribs. You're gonna notice that the more times you do the barbecue sauce into the oven, repeat, the more beautiful they're gonna look. So coat them with the barbecue sauce and then put them in the broiler. I use a low broiler, and you can already see they're starting to look better. So now I'm gonna repeat that same step. Barbecue sauce, and into the oven. So they're starting to look good, but I did one more coat of barbecue sauce. So this is the last coat, and I'm going to put it in the oven. And now after the third coat, look at these. They're gorgeous, right? Oh my god. So this is what 3 coats of barbecue sauce under the broiler in the oven does to your ribs. And aren't they gorgeous? So, but they're not just gorgeous, they're also really super tender and juicy and delicious, and I think you're gonna love them. So definitely try this recipe. If you like it, definitely hit the subscribe button. My name's Mel. Hope you enjoyed.